to keep your vehicle road ready. Can't come to us? No problem. We'll come to you with our mobile service. Fast, professional, local. Brian's Auto Glass, where clear vision starts.
Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we'll have the latest after the Boniface Arts Center in Escanaba catches fire late last night. Plus, we speak with Michigan Senate Majority Leader to hear how they're planning to tackle the next midterm elections. And Michigan Senator Gary Peters is pushing to get more aid for the state following the most recent ice storm. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Kelly, I'm glad I've been inside the past few hours. It has just been nasty out there.
Yeah, we've had a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms over the last few hours. Want to get right to the radar to show you what's happening. First, want to show you out to Houghton right now. Some light drizzles happening there as people make their way across the bridge there. On our Doppler Max, we are still seeing that it was a stronger line, but it's now kind of more scattered in nature, and it does look like it's weakening as it progresses through the area. We had a severe thunderstorm warning for Marquette County until 6:15. That has been canceled out, so that tan you see there is a special weather statement stating about 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and up to pea-size hail. So the biggest impact we're seeing for the storms tonight is the wind gusts, and we'll continue to see a few lingering showers into the overnight, and some cooler temperatures are on the way for the weekend. I'll have your weekend outlook coming up in just a few minutes.
Sounds good, Kelly. Thank you. And starting with new details, late last night, a fire broke out at Escanaba's Boniface Arts Center. Multiple agencies responded to reports of smoke inside the building and located flames within the theater. An Escanaba public safety investigator determined a lightning strike was the cause of the fire. There's a hole in the roof of the theater, and firefighters had to cut holes in the wall to get inside. The gallery suffered smoke damage but was unharmed by the flames.
We're in touch with our insurance, but you never really know what's going to be covered and what isn't. We have a donate button on our website. The outpouring of support has been fantastic. I just want to shout out the first responders that came and took care of this fire as quickly and efficiently as possible. It was just fantastic.
The Boniface is closed until further notice. The staff is working to find another venue for the upcoming Missoula Children's Theater performance and hopes to have the gallery and studio up and running as soon as possible for classes and exhibits. Candidates are already gearing up for midterm elections next fall. The Democratic Legislative Campaign Committee works with lawmakers nationwide to elect Democrats into state seats. Ahead of the 2026 campaigns, they've added new members to their board of directors, including Michigan Senate Majority Leader Senator Winnie Brinks, the first woman elected to the leadership position in the Senate. Brinks has served in the state legislature since 2013. She says this role will help Democrats nationally this election cycle and also at home in Michigan.
It will be a busy environment, but all of our activities and strengthening of our national effort as Democrats will also help strengthen our efforts here in Michigan.
We'll have more from Brinks coming up tonight at 11:10 Central. Michigan Senator Gary Peters says his latest legislation is in response to the massive storms that hit northern Michigan about a month ago. It took a while for crews to clean up the mess and get the lights back on. But the senator tells our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp he hopes his legislation addresses issues with Michigan's power grid.
Following a massive ice storm in the Upper Peninsula and northern Michigan, thousands of people were left without power.
Knocked down infrastructure, power lines, in particular, left people, hundreds of thousands of people without power. And it's really just an indication of the fact that we have got an aging infrastructure. We need to upgrade it.
Michigan Senator Gary Peters says we need to be better prepared for when the next storm hits.
And that's why I've introduced legislation to extend a very important grant program to help local utilities invest in new equipment to be able to withstand storms and make sure that power continues to come through.
The legislation would reauthorize and update the Department of Energy's Grid Resilience State Tribal Formula Grants program and Grid Resilience Utility and Industry Grants programs. Peters says in the past, it's provided Michigan over $123 million in federal funding for much-needed grid improvements, like undergrounding electrical equipment, utility pole management, relocating power lines, and more. But the programs are set to expire next year. Peters' legislation would extend these programs through 2031. Although this legislation has bipartisan support, many Republicans on the Hill are looking to slash spending. We asked the senator how this legislation will fit into Republicans' spending goals.
When you look at building infrastructure more resilient, it shows that every dollar you put into making infrastructure stronger actually ends up saving taxpayers $6 because it's a whole lot more expensive to clean up after a natural disaster or after a storm. So this is ultimately about saving taxpayer money and keeping their costs down.
At the Capitol, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
Each year, thousands of investors, companies, and economic development organizations gather just outside the nation's capital for the annual Select USA Investment Summit hosted by the U.S. Department of Commerce. Our other D.C. correspondent, Brendan Scanlon, tells us how the Investment Summit serves as a one-stop shop for foreign companies and investors considering doing business in the United States and territories.
At the annual Select USA Investment Summit, more than 5,000 economic development officials and investors converge to make deals happen. The Investment Summit largely consists of states and territories all competing with one another, making their pitch as to why they're the best spot to set up shop. Michigan is one of the many states and territories hoping to stand out.
We have such a powerful opportunity for companies. We have a world-class workforce. We have 20% of the world's fresh water. We've got a vibrant communities, so whether they're looking for urban environments or something more rural, we have that to offer.
Michelle Grinnell and the Michigan Economic Development Corporation are looking to bring home more jobs in defense, aerospace, and advanced manufacturing in automotives and semiconductors. She says the UP plays a key role in their efforts.
The UP is a great partner. They've got such a vibrant high-tech startup ecosystem, strong tradition in manufacturing. They've got those natural resources, and so the UP is a critical partner with the Michigan Economic Development Corporation in the state of Michigan as we're looking to invest in, bring companies to invest and grow in the United States.
In order for companies to have long-term success, Grinnell says they need to have talent and a strong workforce.
Those folks want to live in communities that offer amenities, that have housing that is affordable, and so it really all plays together. We really have a holistic approach, and the UP is a great partner in that because it offers that high quality of life and affordability, but also really great career opportunities for folks along the way.
Since inception, the Select USA Investment Summit has helped generate over $135 billion in new investment projects, generating more than 100,000 jobs across the United States and its territories. Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, WZMQ 19 News.
Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Kelly lets us know the worst is behind us with these recent storms. And later, a student from Westwood High School shows his patriotism by welding a new container for retired American flags. We'll be right back after this.
May is Maytag month at Kirkish Furniture. It's the biggest sale of the year all month long on all Maytag major appliances. Buy 2 select laundry appliances and get up to $100 in bonuses. May is Maytag month at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton.
A world at your fingertips gives you the advantage. Scan this right now. Weather, local news, community events, amazing video. It's cool. It's all yours. It's free. And it's on demand. Do it. Download the app from 19 News. Now you know. Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
My family's been in business for 70 plus years. We really needed to stress that this is not just a running store. Our running shoes are good for everybody.
It's about the people out in the community who are in the workforce. All those people really benefit from the proper footwear and structure that a running shoe can provide.
They might come in limping, almost like a miracle, walk out of here dancing. It's more than shoes. There's a caring that doesn't exist in a lot of businesses anymore.
Direct.
Don't you ever look up at the sky and roll your eyes. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Mathis Court is in session.
On WZMQ CBS. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
Mr. Mattress here. It's our big Serta Memorial Day mattress sale on every mattress. The savings are huge. Save up to $925 on this Serta iComfort Pro mattress and adjustable base. Every Serta model's on sale. Save up to $725 on the Serta Perfect Sleeper Pro mattress and adjustable base. During our Memorial Day sale, get a plush queen Perfect Sleeper mattress for just $579. Like I said, every Serta mattress is on sale for a limited time only. Shop Shunks of Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back. We're still tracking a few of those lingering storms for this evening. And to Escanaba, seeing the rain right now. Munising, you're kind of in the heaviest pocket of the rain. Now the sunshine into Newberry and Manistee, even maybe a little bit of sunshine still there. Not for much longer. These storms that we're looking at, we did see quite a bit last night. Still continue to be, for most of us, in a level 1 marginal risk for a few limited intensity isolated thunderstorms for this evening time. And this is kind of what we're looking at right now. This is kind of the main culprit of the storms out to Minnesota. That major circulation is a major low pressure system, and we're just east of that. So we're currently getting the winds from the south here, which has sparked up a few of those pop-up storms over the last few hours. The only severe thunderstorm warnings into the immediate area is between Green Bay and Milwaukee here, so we're not under any severe thunderstorm warnings. The tan that you see here, this is just a special weather statement, doesn't quite fit the parameters for a severe thunderstorm warning. We can expect some gusty winds up to about 40 miles per hour, which could result into some tree limbs down, spotty power outages, so keep that in mind as you head through your evening time. For a severe thunderstorm, which we did have into Marquette, Alger, Delta, Menominee counties not too long ago, you need 58 mile per hour winds, hail up to about 1 inch of diameter, and possibly a radar indicated tornado or some funnel cloud activity. Don't see anything in terms of rotation here. The biggest impact that we're seeing with these storms continues to really be the wind gusts, and it does look like it's weakening as this little line was scooting on through the Upper Peninsula. That was we did see some hail with that, and we did see some pretty gusty winds, very heavy rain. We're continuing to see a little bit of heavy rain here, but for the most part it's becoming more scattered and it's weakening, so that's the good news. Currently moving northeast at about 50 miles per hour. So if we put on rough estimates of a storm track here, Grand Marais around 634, Pentland here about 648, Deer Park around 651. These are estimates. Basically, if you're northeast of this line right here, expect showers for sure, expect some rain and maybe a bit of some wind gusts, possibly again some downed tree limbs for some power outages. So we're not seeing any more really strong to severe thunderstorms into the weekend. We can see a few lingering storms into the evening here, especially out to Newberry, Sault Ste. Marie, Munising. You might see a little bit more of that. You can even kind of see the circulation as the low pressure system will continue to move through the Upper Peninsula. For tomorrow, things are going to start to cool down really into Sunday, but for the time being, for your Saturday tomorrow, we will see some more rain showers and around 60 degrees. So slowly cooling things down. We told you temperatures were going to cool, and again, it's the culprit of that low pressure system is bringing in the cold air here. So Sunday, 44 degrees. We are going to struggle to get to high temperatures into the 50s, even into the week ahead. We do have clearing skies into the week ahead, and we will have pretty consistent conditions in terms of partly cloudy skies and temperatures around 50 degrees into the week ahead.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Up next on Insights, we're talking about the 3rd annual Knicks Run for Recovery with Superior Connections. That conversation's in 2 minutes.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget,
What happens when reporters take you inside the story?
I've been asking for over a year and a half for access into this place, and this is the first time we're getting it.
You get the all-new CBS Evening News every weeknight.
Funerals can be emotionally devastating for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the high cost of arranging a funeral. Funeral Advantage was formed to help protect your family when they need it most. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It's a good feeling to know that my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the rest.
It's so easy. Just answer a few simple health questions.
This is so affordable, even for someone like me who's on a fixed income.
If you're 40 to 85, get information on how to protect your family. Funeral Advantage is something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. Call 800-845-5191. Don't wait. Call now.
She's inquisitive.
What led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
And firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS.
Okay, just say.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back this weekend, or welcome back everyone. This weekend, an annual event is raising awareness about mental health and addiction. We're joined by Sarah Sardini of Superior Connections. And Sarah, thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
All right, so tell us about this run coming up.
So this is the third annual Nix Run for Recovery. It's in memory of my late brother who passed away from mental health and substance use disorder. This run is to raise awareness about the disparity between mental health services, recovery residents in our community, what is available and what is needed.
Mm-hmm. So why did you, or tell us about how it got started too?
You know, it really started at the beginning of my own personal recovery. I had a spiritual awakening, as we like to call it, in the recovery community. And you know, I really just found my purpose was to help people with my lived experience. I wanted to keep my brother's memory alive, also for healing of my family, but also to be open and be vulnerable in this community and say, like, this is what's going on, but it's okay, we can talk about it.
Excellent, all right. And about this run, let's get the details on it. When is it? Where is it? Tell us all about it.
Absolutely. So the run will be tomorrow, May 17th. The registration will be at Elizabeth's Chop House. So it's not too late to pre-register. You can still pre-register until midnight tonight, and that would be $30. You can also register day of for $35. Registration does include a race day t-shirt. We also do have merchandise available. This race is really just about bringing the community together and having fun. So we're really looking forward to it every year. It gets a little bit better. We learn from our mistakes, and you know, it gets a little bit easier too. So
yeah, that was kind of my next question, is just what kind of support have you seen since it began? This is the third year?
This is the third year. I really feel like it's reaching out to more people. I feel like just in the community in general, these issues are starting to be addressed and be talked about more, which is really what we need here. So.
Sure, no, absolutely. And so for people maybe seeking help, what advice would you have for them?
I would tell them that, you know, that's the first step is, you know, accepting that you need help and surrendering. And it's okay to be in that place, because that's where we build our foundation from, is from the bottom. And there's help available here in the community. There's many resources. I'm not sure if they're all, you know, accessed that much, but there are many resources in the community. But we're also looking to continue to build this recovery community here in Marquette and our surrounding areas.
And Superior Connections is a big part of that. So tell us, you know, what kind of service they're doing for the community.
Absolutely. So some services that we seek are to help people. Just number one, I think the biggest part of our organization is support. We're willing to go that extra mile. Our organization is really about boots on the ground. You know, we over 50%, you know, of our organization is people with lived experience, and so we know what those struggles and barriers feel like. You know, making it to an appointment can be an overwhelming barrier. So we're kind of here to support them make those appointments, make those goals for the next steps in their life, and just let them know they're not alone, you know.
Excellent. And is there anywhere you could direct anyone online or anywhere like that they can get more information?
Absolutely. They can go to our website at info@superiorconnectionsrco.org. We also do have some information on www.runfornick.org, and that's with the number 4. We also do have relationships with the other organizations here in the community. So we all really have the same mission and the same goals. So it's important for us to work together and help those struggling here in our community.
Excellent. Sarah, that is all the time we have. Thank you so much for coming in.
Absolutely.
And I hope the weather clears up for the
Oh, yeah, she got me a little bit, so.
Excellent. All right, and coming up, Mike Ludlam has your sports headlines when we come back. He'll tell us about the changes being made by the High School Athletic Association for next school year. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes.
Automakers never stop thinking about your safety. When they discover a safety defect, they issue a safety recall and cover the cost of repairs. It doesn't matter how old your vehicle is or if you're not the original owner. All you need to do is bring it in. Do your part by checking for safety recalls at checktoprotect.org.
Tony's Green Thumb in Bark River is open for business. Tony's is your one-stop shop for all your garden and flower needs. Known for a huge variety of big, beautiful baskets, gorgeous planters, and over 600 varieties of vegetables and flowers to choose from. Open daily, come see why people travel over 100 miles to Tony's Green Thumb. Tony's Green Thumb, where beautiful gardens begin.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics. What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
How to raise children.
Get out of here.
Door tap.
Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie on All in the Family.
Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ Me TV.
You're watching home to CBS Mornings, WZMQ 19.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. 3 Marquette County students have signed to continue their careers at the next level. 2 are from Westwood High School. Haley Markham signed her letter of intent recently to attend and play volleyball and basketball at Gilgibet Community College, so she'll be busy. Taylor Jakovich signed her letter of intent to play softball at Bay College. North struggled this spring, so she'll definitely help the roster. And the Gawney's Jack Seek will head to Howell in the Lower Peninsula to play and attend Cleary College. Down there, we wish them all the best. The Michigan High School Athletic Association Executive Council recently announced a couple changes for the next school year. And one of those sports happens to be football. They approved the committee recommendation to not award playoff points to a team that forfeits a football game. Previously, a team that forfeited still received bonus points for scheduling that opponent. The council also approved the football committee recommendation to assign neutral sites with artificial turf for the 4 8-player semifinals near the end of each season. Previously, that round of the MHSAA playoffs, like the first 2 of the 8-player tournament, was hosted by the participating team with the highest playoff point average. The council also approved a baseball committee recommendation to allow baseball players to play on multiple levels on the same day, with the 38-game season and daily limits still applying to all students. NMU and Michigan Tech hockey schedules have been released. NMU, take a peek at that. Their first home series will be with Colorado College on October 17th and 18th. They will host, yes, that's right, they will host Michigan State on October 24th and 25th. A home-and-home series, November 7th and 8th with Michigan Tech starts with a road game. Then in January 23rd and 24th, it starts with a home game against Michigan Tech. And near the end of the season, the Wildcats will take on Lake Superior State. Now, Michigan Tech has not announced its non-conference games, so these are all home games in the conference. October 24th and 5th against Ferris State, Bemidji State in mid-November, Minnesota State in mid-January. No, that doesn't stand for wild card. That's Winter Carnival against Augustana. We welcome the Vikings to Winter Carnival on February 6th and 7th. And Tech ends the regular season at home against Bowling Green. The Detroit Tigers are back in action tonight after a day off. They visit Toronto this weekend. Tigers are tied with the Los Angeles Dodgers for the best record in the majors at 29-15. A.J. Hinch's club has a 3.5-game lead over Cleveland in the American League Central Division. The Milwaukee Brewers are home this weekend, entertaining the Minnesota Twins. Milwaukee is 21-23 and in third place in the National League Central Division, 4 games behind the first place Chicago Cubs. That's all for now. Kevin, back to you.
Mike, thank you. A Westwood High School student is showing his patriotism by constructing a box for the disposal of torn or worn out American flags. The American Legion asked the welding class to construct a receptacle for retired American flags, which must be disposed of in a dignified manner according to the U.S. Flag Code. Student Tanner Analot took on the task, and he says the project had special meaning to Westwood.
But this one was really cool because we were able to give them a product that they needed, but it also had the connection with the retired flags and us being the Patriots, and so it kind of tied in really nice, and it was just a great project.
When the box is full, the flags will be disposed of in a ceremony by the American Legion. Now don't go away. Kelly Rowland's going to have your final look at the weather when we come back.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Control is everything.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
Chips or cracks, we got your back. Brian's Auto Glass.
Cracked windshield, chipped glass? Don't wait. Call Brian's Auto Glass in Nagani. We specialize in expert windshield replacement, chip and crack repairs, and safety system calibrations to keep your vehicle road ready. Can't come to us? No problem. We'll come to you with our mobile service. Fast, professional, local. Brian's Auto Glass, where clear vision starts.
Every year, 800,000 children are reported missing. That's one child every 40 seconds. It's every parent's worst nightmare. Right now, there are 483 missing children cases still open. Your card donation can help keep kids safe and bring missing kids home. Donate your unwanted card today. Fast, free pickup, 24-hour response. Plus, you'll get the maximum tax deduction.
Call 800-671-9020.
Today, we bring you the profile of a hero. Marine Private First Class Gomer Pyle.
Heroes come in all shapes and sizes. But this hero is a musical Marine.
Gomer Pyle. Weeknights at 9:30 on MeTV 19.1.
Welcome back. Final check of your forecast here, continuing to track that line of weakening storms as it moves northeast at about 50 miles per hour. Still see the sunshine hanging on into Houghton here as people make their way through the evening. But as we continue to track these storms, again, they are weakening. No severe thunderstorm warnings. We do have a special weather statement until 8 o'clock for 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts and possibly some hail in there. The biggest component with these storms are wind. Just keep that in mind as you continue through your evening. A few isolated storms into your Saturday, drizzles into your Sunday with colder temperatures ahead for the week ahead.
Kelly, thanks again. And finally tonight, police officers across the country are raising money for the Special Olympics. The annual Cop on a Rooftop charity event has been ongoing for 5 years through the Law Enforcement Torch Run program. This morning at UP Dunkin' Donuts locations in Marquette, Houghton, Menominee, and Iron Mountain, officers encouraged customers to make any donation towards Special Olympics Michigan. The organization holds year-round athletic competitions and training for children and adults with intellectual disabilities.
The whole point of us doing all this fundraising is so that they can participate in those games with no cost for them or their families. The Law Enforcement Torch Run covers all those fees for the summer games and winter games.
Each store has a goal of raising at least $1,000 for the cause. That's all the time we have for right now, everyone. More headlines coming your way at 11:10 Central. We'll see you then.